This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. We have a lot of Mount Rushmore type conversations on these podcasts. Here's a different take on one from Bob Alvis. He writes, if you had to develop a Mount Rushmore of small towns for spot shows that you wrestled in, what 4 towns would make the cut? Do you have 4 favorite small towns?
Probably. Heading the list, Charleston, West Virginia.
Okay.
Credible, always supportive, always full. Whatever that Civic Center would hold was excellent. Let's see here. Florence, South Carolina, outdoors at the old stadium. Great atmosphere. Fantastic atmosphere. Let's see. Help me out here, Conrad. What towns have you heard of in the past that weren't so big that always did really good? Okay, Greenville, South Carolina is not a huge place.
There's 2. Bischoff always put over, and you might disagree, he always put over Cedar Rapids.
Is that where we had the No Way Out or whatever it was, the uncensored?
Yeah, there was a Sold Out there, I think, too.
Sold Out. Yeah. Yeah. That was one of those towns that, there wasn't a lot of entertainment. I think meat packing and things of that nature, a lot of beef stuff, I want to say was from that area. A lot of blue collar folks really work hard for a living and loved their wrestling. That was a good town.
I randomly, I know this is another Carolina one, but I've heard a lot of guys compliment, believe it or not, because there ain't nothing there to do. And maybe that's why it was fun. Shelby, North Carolina.
Yeah. Cause it was a TV town.
Right.
And they were conditioned that was a big deal when the Crockett truck pulled in. And to this day, it hasn't changed much. You've been there, David lives there, right?
Yeah. There ain't
David
nothing
Flair?
going on in Shelby.
Well, there's one road in where all the industry is and all the commerce, and one road back out, and it's the same road. It is a nice shortcut to cut across to Asheville, go that way down 74 and go through Shelby. That's the way you go to Asheville. And speaking of Asheville, that was one of those little towns that back in those days, didn't have a lot going on, but they liked their wrestling on Sunday afternoon. That was another nice town.
What about Florida though? Like Pensacola, Daytona Beach, neither one of those are necessarily huge towns, but it seems like they had their fair share of wrestling.
Dothan, Alabama.
Yeah, there's a good one.
We found out that they had, I knew it was a great place. I had just left there, for Continental and Southeastern Championship Wrestling, I believe it was called at the time. I knew Dothan was a great town. We went there every single Saturday for television at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we would do a house show that night, and it drew pretty damn consistently. Think about that. Every single Saturday, 52 weeks a year. And I was there 14 months. Dothan, great. Birmingham, great wrestling town. Back in the day, even though it's not a small town, but Jacksonville, Florida was one of those sleepers that you'd slip up and have a really good house, and a lot of interest in wrestling back then.
Saban wants to know, do you have any memories of the Rat Patrol with Steve Armstrong and Johnny Rich? Was their team name just an insider joke?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it absolutely was. It was Scott and Johnny Rich and the Tonga Kid. That's where he got his start. That was the Rat Patrol, those 3 guys, and the little girls loved them. And, they were young, they were exciting. They were a lot of fun. Jerry Stubbs and I were partners at the time and tag champs. We had a lot of great matches with those guys. young kids. I think Tonga Kid was only 18 years old. It was right before he went to the WWF and was partners with Haku. They pulled him up, and that would have been in 84.
By the way, we have one of the best shirts of all time available over at arnshirts.com, Rat Patrol. And, there's been a few of those sported over at my pool this summer. So check it out. I think you'll dig it. Rat Patrol. It's over at arnshirts.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.